Even that woman was sued. The one that I became. Did they talk about it? They didn't talk about it. For spilling lies against an innocent woman. This has been happening for a very long time. I don't know what we did to some of our Yoruba brothers and sisters. I don't know why they hate us so much. Those are Wolowo boys. I don't know why they hate us so much. That they measure their own success with our failure. Once they see that we are down, they will raise their hand and thank God that they are succeeding. The only way some of the Yorubas measure their success is by seeing a Biafra failing. They don't care. Even if the Janjaweed is cutting their head. Today, their bushes is being taken over. A lorry have been taken and more places have been taken. No, it doesn't concern them. What concerns them is that Igbo man that is talking about Biafra. That Igbo man that is invested in Lagos. Genuinely invested, using his money to buy what he wants, not by force, by negotiation. That is the person that they see as a threat. But the person that is coming with a gun to cut off their head, they don't care. In fact, they open their arms and welcome them. I don't know how else we are going to speak about this issue for us to know that we don't belong here. I thank Chukwu Kukabiama that we have made the greatest statement ever on the 29th of November 2024 by redeclaring Biafra. That is why if I see some clowns that are speaking against that redeclaration, they don't know what they are doing to themselves. When you stand and speak against that redeclaration of Biafra, you don't know what you are doing yourself. You are taking yourself back to Egypt. You don't know what you are doing to yourself. And wherever you are as a Biafran, the earlier you begin to focus on things that matters today, the better for you and I. The earlier you begin to understand that the only way forward is Biafra. We don't have any other option. There is no other option. There is no other option. The only thing you can do is that if you say you don't like the way we are pursuing it, please create your own way and make sure you are sincere and pursue Biafra. Those who believe in you will join you and pursue it. Don't force anybody. Mazen Nanikam did not force anybody. Mazen Simon did not force anybody. They earn the respect they have. And they earn it. They earn it with their good work. It wasn't by force. It wasn't by command and control. It wasn't by lying. It is by speaking the truth. When the Biafran people see that you have truth in you, they are going to follow you. They will obey you. They will join you and fight along with you and protect you where necessary. We must not support anything that is lying. When you see somebody lying, even if it is your brother, your group member, your leader, anybody that is with you and is lying, begin to shout on time. Tell him, this one is the lie, I don't agree. Whether he or she listen or not, speak the truth. Don't say because, this lie is against your enemy, you accept it. Don't. Even against your enemy, don't tell lie against your enemy. We don't need it. That is why Mazen Nandekano is successful. You see Mazen Nandekano, even in the court of the enemy, they couldn't find anything against him. Even in the court, in the territory of the enemy, they could not find anything to hold against him in all his broadcasts. You saw them playing his broadcasts, the ones they laid their hand on, and all of them was thrown to dustbin. Because he never tell lies. Even Mazen Nandekano spoke against this Tinubu. Every revelation he made about Tinubu, we had the truth. Will Tinubu go to them and say, Mazen Nandekano speak lie against him? Did he bring any charge against Mazen Nandekano? Mazen Nandekano was not only talking about Buhari, he talked about Tinubu and exposed his lies, he exposed his crimes. He was not blackmailing him. He was not telling lies against him. You don't support lying. That is why in everything, follow the truth. The foundation was there. Unless you are not following the foundation laid by Mazen Nandekano. Because he laid the foundation on truth. And he has been standing on that truth up to this moment as we speak. And that is why he succeeded. He laid the foundation of truth. That is why he said, I will use the truth to destroy Nigeria. He didn't say, I will use propaganda. He said, I will use the truth to destroy Nigeria. And that is exactly what he's doing. The truth. The truth. When you see somebody around you, tell that person, this lie, I'm not part of it. Remove yourself from it. That is why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, even while he was taught, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu do not agree with Nigerian politicians, whether be Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba. More especially Igbo politicians, he doesn't agree with them at all. But when they do something that is sensible, he will commend them. That is the truth. When they do something that is, he will call them and commend them. He will call them out in his program and commend them that they did well. He will not say, oh, because they are politicians and they look ahead, he will now condemn the good thing they did and say it is evil. No, no, no. And when they do something wrong, he will call them out with the highest voice. The same thing with Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa has commended some politicians who changed their mind and did the right thing at a particular point in time. And when you twist and begin to do the opposite, he will call you out at the same time. It doesn't matter the good you have done before. When you do evil, we call it evil. You do good, we call it good. Regardless who you are. But today, what we see today are people that cover evil. Because you hate somebody, you begin to preach lie, propaganda against the person. Propaganda up to the extent of telling that your own brother is not, or your own sister is not a Biafran person. Even though you know, this person, you know his origin, the person have already given you every information about her, about him, you know up to their hometown where they are, but you come and say that the person is a Fulani, and you be shouting and saying it, and it will be sweet in your mouth. Up to the stand that an elderly woman that is supposed to be preparing to meet the Lord came out and said that she was I was with you in the north. We are doing the same thing in the north. We are neighbors, so we are living together. Just to create propaganda that doesn't hold water. For no just cause, you have the enemy there. We know propaganda is part of the struggle, but not against your brother. Why not use that your power? Use it against your enemy. Why not use it against your enemy? Why are you using it against your own brother? What is the essence of using that propaganda against your own brother?
Don't bring us for screen.
Yeah, it does.
Why are you using it against your own brother? And so many of us keep on listening to these issues, things that doesn't make sense, things that doesn't add up. I don't know why people continue to pay attention to such kind of issues. And I hope, my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are, I hope that at this point in time, you will not be saying that you're waiting or you're looking for somebody to direct you or to teach you what to say or what to do. We have gotten to a point where every one of us know what is right. And we need to be doing the right thing at the right time, at this point in time. You're welcome, sir. Thank you for joining. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Holy? Is that Holy or Holly? Can you hear me, Holly?
Which now?
Can you hear me? I want to be sure if you can hear me. You want to contribute? I'm not sure Holly is hearing me. Maybe next time, because I'm almost rounding up on the program now. Maybe next time you can make contribution. Can you hear me? Holy, can you hear me? Are you there?
We are here.
Oh, I can hear your voice. Maybe Daddy want to contribute. That's why I'm giving your Daddy chance to speak.
You're not allowed to show it through. You're not allowed to state something.
Okay, let's have it there. So I'm going to be rounding up on the program because of the program we have this evening. We are having the fundraising that is going to start by 7 p.m. Biafran time, so that people can be able to take some rest and join the fundraising that is coming up by 7 p.m. Every one of us need to be there and make our little contribution so that we can be able to push our new nation forward. Wherever you are as a Biafran, remember that the strength of this very struggle is in your hand. If you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you. We all have to be making the sacrifice, do whatever we can, no matter how little, to move our nation forward. The battle is for all of us. We are going to be fighting this battle. It's not ending today or tomorrow. We need to be consistent in the fight, no matter how difficult it is. That was why Mazen Nankanu said consistency is the key. If you are consistent, definitely we are going to win. We need to prepare. The war is still ahead, and we will fight it until we get to our destination. So, as I'm running up the program, my beloved sister Esther, if you're still there, just give us your closing remark as I round up on the program. My sister Esther, I think you're muted. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay. I was saying that the truth of the matter is that all that you have said, it is the fact. And the sooner that we all realize that what is happening now in Nigeria is a planned agenda. It's not just today, it's not yesterday, it's many years ago.
Yes.
It's a plan that's been set to happen. And for their chief of defense staff coming out to say, all of them, those are just the cabals that have been ruling Nigeria. All of them are in the same shoes, that they are they have the same plan. They are part and parcel of the plan, including the current Tinubu presidency. Tinubu knows what is going on. So any Nigerian that still thinks that Nigeria is going to be won, for instance, the Yorubas, now they are seeing that all that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said is coming to pass. Everything that Mazi Nnamdi has said. Then you talk of the Hausas. I was just watching a program on YouTube this morning, where the Hausas now they are saying no, they don't want what's his name? Atiku to rule them. So they started outlining what has been going on in Hausa land. Because initially the Hausas pretended that they were the Fulanis are part of them. They're saying Hausa Fulani. But now they're coming to the realization that it is a different agenda. The Fulanis have a different agenda than what the Hausas had envisaged. You know, so we as Biafrans, we all need to know this. For those of us who are still, you know, hiding in the dark or not knowing that, you know, we as Biafrans, we are peculiar people. And the attacks coming from left, right, and center, not just Nigeria now, but even from other countries. So everybody should wisen up. Let us join hands together and fight for the freedom of our motherland. That is the only thing we have. That is the only anchor. Because, okay, we are in US, some of us are in Europe, we want to go home. If you look at, or if you have listened to what is going on in the US right now, not just US, most of the Western world, they don't want the black people in their country. So if we don't fight for our land, where are we going to be? Then we have no place to go. How is it that after working so hard in the Western world, you can't retire back home? If you go home, even with all those efforts that you have put in, all the resources, maybe you have built houses, built businesses back home, then you'll be afraid to go home. Because by the time you go home, if you make it alive to your village, to your community, how are you sure that tomorrow the Fulanis are going to allow you to be? They will not, because their plan is to take over your land, not just Islamize the nation, is to take over your land. And if your enemy is chasing you away, where do you run to? You run to your home, because you feel that your home should be the safest place for you to hide. And now with the things that are going on, if we don't put hands together to fight for our land, to reclaim our land, then we're in big trouble. Our children will be in big trouble. So I'm urging every Igbo, every Biafran, Igbo Biafrans and non-Igbo Biafrans, to fight for the life of our land.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. You have spoken well. I appreciate you for that wonderful, wonderful contribution. And we are going to close the program with the message of our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekan. Let's listen to a few minutes of his message before we close finally. Thank you so much, my beloved sister, for that wonderful contribution.
How many Fulani governors are prepared to kill bandits? I didn't say normal people. I'm talking about armed, dangerous bandits. How many Fulani governors? Go and read the newspapers, you will see it there. Fulani governors are negotiating with them, giving them arms, giving them vehicles, making sure that their life is no longer in this way. But see, they come down to the south. They tell you, give us land for Luga. Go and kill your people to prove to us that you want Nigeria. That was why we were yesterday or today, supported by the BBC. The problem people have in Nigeria is this: your journalists, see people watch newspapers, Tribune, Vanguard, and they are your second worst enemies. They can never ever be objective in their reportage. Never ever ever. That's why all of you are suffering. But you don't know this. They were the same people you to scuttle the NSAS protest of course. Some of you went about looking for Indian warehouses, typical black people. Any revolution that is coming now, you must stand very firm. They'll say, oh, you're Igbo, oh, you're Yoruba, oh, you're from Morocco. Don't join them. It's our turn in 2023. If you do this, you will scuttle our chances of becoming the president in 2023. Ask yourself, all of them that have been president from time ago, what benefit has it brought to you as a human being? Absolutely nothing. So you have nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. You look at them now, how they have now descended on Yoruba people, asking them to concede. Give us your forest. We must graze. We must do this. We must do that. And slowly, before your eyes, they are giving in. They are capitulating. They are allowing them to. If you don't give it to also, Tinubu will not be president in 2023. Tinubu won't be the president. That's what I said. And foolishly you will agree and hand over your land to them. And once they take your land over from you, look at Hausa. Because there is a saying where we come from. Also, now when it gets if you want to know what your life is going to become in the future, look at Hausa people. If you want to understand or appreciate, I would say, the life that you are now to be with your children and grandchildren, look at Hausa people. Is there any Hausa governor today? Is there any Hausa emir? Is there land though? Katsina is Hausa land. Kanu is Hausa land. Sokoto is Hausa land. The Hausa people own indigenous to those areas. I'm asking you this question. Is there any Hausa man who is an emir? Yes, something's going to happen to you. If you don't rise up now to break, I'm not even asking people to break this. You demand for what rightfully belongs to you, your freedom. The freedom to decide. The freedom to write the constitution if you prefer. The freedom to live with whoever you want to live with. That is what we're asking for. But most people misunderstood what we are saying. And today, almost everything we have said about this has come to pass. Everything we have told you, everything I told you has come to pass. Everything. And some people are still questioning. I know they said, Fulani will resist by all means necessary, including armed resistance, any attempt to forcefully eject them from the forest. Yoruba, you must ask yourself this question. when we were pursuing them from April, why didn't they say something about ESM on American? Why? Have you asked yourself that question? Because they know we are prepared to die to defend our land. They understand that very well. That is the only language the Fulani understand. You cannot say to Fulani, "Oh, let us have a Fulani president," and after that, all will be well. Never, ever. They will continue to expand. They will continue to identify idiots in your midst, traitors, saboteurs in your midst. They will promise them heaven and earth. They will give them anything they ask in order to ensure that they get into you, they subjugate you. Look at Yoruba land. Yoruba, how did you lose a lorry? You lost a lorry because somebody thought or felt that by aligning himself with what he felt was a superior Fulani force, he can defeat his own people. After what happened? As a result of that miscalculation, the great Yoruba race lost the lorry to Fulani Caliphate. That is why in the Lorraine you have an emir of the Lorraine, not an Oba of the Lorraine. Answerable to Sokoto. That is where Life Muhammad comes from. You can see them. Sokoto slaves. When I say that it's not religion, it has nothing. It has everything to do with the mentality of a conquered people. Now they have left the Lorraine, haven't taken the Lorraine and taken it to Sokoto. They now want to come into Oyo. They want to come into Ondo. Once they take over all this, it's over for the Yoruba race. Over. No, never again will anybody rise a man of honor or integrity in Yoruba land. Never ever. It will only be a stooge. Look at what's happening. Only Fulani stooges can now imagine in this. It took them very many years, nearly 50 years, to accomplish the present importance of making sure that everybody from Anese, be it Bandef, be it Governor, anybody you're bringing out must come to the north to swear allegiance to Caliphate. All of them. Wow. Is there any political godfather in the east?
None.
There is none. They all go to the north to go and swear allegiance to the Kingdom. That is why our life is in the best. That is why the campaign of and make him the Anese president. In front of our eyes, in front of and one that they bribe him, they get money to BBC, they get money to all two newspapers, they select to trumpet. Apex. You saw them holding their meeting under a canopy. They don't without shade. The whole of it. Under sand, on canopy. But before it, disgraceful and shameful. Talking rubbish. The man looks like a gentleman. Talking nonsense. These are people that have prayed for you to set you down to them. By the time the Fulanis are done with you, believe you me, if you don't rise up now to fight for your freedom, by the time Fulanis are done with you, you'll be more useless than the House of President. Doing your Badiana somewhere in Zambia. That is the future that awaits you. Now, our people must understand this very clearly, especially my Yoruba brothers and sisters. It is about time to stop supporting evil. That evil is answerable. That evil is a gang of reprobates calling themselves presidents. The more you keep on supporting evil, so the more your land will be taken from you. The more your daughters will be raped and adopted, the more your sons will be slaughtered in cold blood. And under one Nigeria, there is nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Because one idiot that the group will rise up and say to you, oh no, it's one Nigeria, there is crime everywhere. Haven't you heard about Bafra? Haven't you heard about Katsina? There is crime everywhere. That is not the crimes you have in the north, the insecurity you have in the north is as a direct consequence of their own action.
Absolutely.
They groomed them. Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, and ISIS in West Africa, Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, bandits of them. Who brought them to Nigeria? It's Fulani. Fulani brought them to Nigeria. Everybody brought them in. All the state government brought them in. And you people deaf and dumb and stupid. When you come out and you pretend, oh, we are one Nigeria. Go and show me. Somebody was asking me, where is the boundary, or where will the boundary of Biafra begin? And I asked the fool, where did the boundary of Nigeria people from Niger come in and go as they like. Most of these idiots are from Niger. They are building a pipeline to Niger. They are building a rail line to Niger. They are building those to Niger. Whereas where the money comes from, which is Biafra land, we don't have those infrastructure. No, we don't. But you're taking our money. You come to Soap, you come to Anadi, you come to Ebema, you come to Agule, you come to Ego, you take our resources, sell it, get the money, and now you're building a way to the Jericho. Now you want me to be happy with you. That's for you, Nigeria is still where one Nigeria. I think you are insane.
Thank you so much, my fellow Biafrans. We have to stop it there. If you begin to listen to Mazen Nandekan, even till tomorrow, you will not get tired. So I always play a bit of his messages that suit the time that we are in, and you have had the message very clear and simple. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every one of us. We're going to end the program here and see you all in the fundraising. My beloved sister Esther, thank you